What's up, everybody? It's me, Joey P. Joe Pizzapia, back with another video on the Fantasy Pros MLB channel. We're talking about buying low and selling high, and I want to remind you, if you're watching this video, to like it, but also subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/FantasyProsMLB, where we've got leading off 5 days a week for your ears and your face to watch and enjoy live baseball talk every single day at noon Eastern. Doesn't get better than that, except making good trades. So let's do it. Let's start with Vlad Guerrero Jr., a huge superstar who's gotten off to a bit of a slow start. It was a fascinating piece on MLB.com earlier last week about maybe the league has found out the holes in Vladimir Guerrero Jr., but the greats always make adjustments back. So even though the league has adjusted to Vlad, this is a dude that was going for a triple crown last year. So yeah, he's hitting about 250-ish right now. That batting average is going to come up. I'm telling you right now, Vladdy Jr. is going to bounce back in a big way in the second half. This might be your window in dynasty leagues to buy Vlad, and certainly in redraft as well, because he was certainly a guy that was a very expensive draft pick, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. has already proven over his short career that he is a stud player. So this is an opportunity to perhaps go out there and acquire Vlad and put him on your roster. While you're at it, look in Toronto for his teammate as well, Teos Hernandez. So far, Teos Hernandez is at $170. $170, that is atrocious. Last year, this dude had 32 bombs, hit 116 runs batted in as well. And Teos Hernandez is a very strong batting average guy, too, the last few years. This is all going to turn around for him. You compound the fact that he's also been dealing with some injuries. He had a little bit of a hip issue also. It seems as though the hip is basically a day-to-day thing, nothing too serious. He even pinch hit over the weekend, had a walk in that game, and also had a single. So I would expect Teos Hernandez to have a nice second half of the season coming up pretty soon. This is a great opportunity to buy low, maybe sell a Jock Peterson or a Jorge Soler and bring back Teos Hernandez, who has a far better track record and is in his prime right now. Another guy potentially to look at in terms of acquiring is a pitcher named Alex Cobb. That's right. The San Francisco Giants right-hander has a 5.73 gross, disgusting, horrible ERA. But his FIP is 2.63. His xFIP is 2.34. His SIERA is 2.61. And his xERA is 2.04. What does that mean? That means that better days are ahead for Alex Cobb. He's had a lot of bad luck right now. In fact, such bad luck that the batting average of balls in play for him is at .402. So things are going to turn around for Alex Cobb. He's got an 11+ K per 9. Is he going to be a guy that's always super durable? No, it's Alex Cobb. But certainly he's better than that 5.7 ERA, and all of the underlying metrics tell you that. This is a great opportunity to buy on Alex Cobb. So, those are the guys we're buying. Who are we selling? Maybe we should kick the tires on selling Manny Machado. Manny Machado has a career BABIP of around 300. What's his BABIP right now? It's closer to 400. Now, I know this dude has been an MVP so far, but eventually things are going to come back down to earth for Manny Machado. And if you could cash him in right now for, let's say, Austin Riley plus, or even buy low on Wander Franco dealing with that quad injury plus. Look, it's all about where you are in the standings, and if you're a team that's getting hammered right now, but you got Machado, he's your chip to move, because eventually Manny Machado is going to come back down to earth just a little bit. Still a great player, but you might be able to get multiple good players back for him if you shop him now. Another guy to look to sell is Martin Perez, who through 9 starts right now has an absurd 1.60 ERA. In his career, that ERA mark is 4.5. Now, he's pitched very well, and maybe he has found something new in his pitch selection or his approach that's taken him to a new level. That's fair. But is he going to be a 1.6 ERA pitcher? No. Is he going to get traded to a contender? Possibly. You can sell a lot of people off of the great ERA and the chance that he might go to a better team and maybe bring back some more useful pieces. Last guy to look at selling is Julio Urias of the Dodgers. He may have a 2.49 ERA, but his xFIP is at 4.36. His K per 9 is just 6.5. He had a good start last week against the Nats. He's got the Pirates as of today as I'm recording this video, so if that start goes well, along with the National start that he just had, this is the prime time to move off of Urias. The velocity's been down this year. It's ticked up recently, but it's still below his average from previous seasons. So Julio Urias, pitching for the Dodgers, might be better off in terms of what you can get for him than having him on your roster. So look to sell Julio Urias as well. So those are the guys to buy low and sell high on this upcoming week. Week 9 in Major League Baseball already approaching on Monday. So get on that. Get your deals out there, and while you're at it, remember, subscribe to Fantasy Pros MLB and check out Leading Off 5 days a week, every day, live, noon Eastern, or you can listen to it in the podcast form if you're super busy around that time. That'll do it for me, Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids.
Thanks for tuning in to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out our featured videos. And while you're at it, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at FantasyPros, so you can get the latest news and updates to give you the edge you need in your fantasy league.